Hey guys, it's Crypto Sunday, and it's a reasonably green week, up about 6,000 from last week's sort of small drop. A few sort of outlier gainers that I can come back to. Just sort of looking at the news, yes, we've had more sort of developments in the Sam Bankman-Fried case. He pleaded not guilty to all 8 criminal charges from the looks of it. Ranging from fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering. So, yeah, surprise, surprise, he's trying to get off with the whole lot. I think he would be sort of up for a, up to 100-year prison sentence. So, yeah, I guess you might as well try and get off and sort of say it was all one big accident. But, yeah, Caroline and Gary sort of obviously pleaded guilty and were trying to look for a deal, but it looks like they could still get 20, 30 years at least in prison. So yeah, surprised they didn't try and get out of it, but I shan't dwell on this because it's just a sad case of affairs. Somebody on CoinDesk pointed out sort of potential sort of thing that's going to ward off people into getting into crypto was the negative yielding bonds. So sort of people that regularly sort of buy bonds and have a choice maybe to invest in something else. Obviously you have UK pension funds and that sort of thing that are mandated to always invest in bonds, whatever they are. But some people do have a choice, and sort of late 2020, we got up to $18 trillion of bonds being at a negative nominal rate. And then, you have inflation to take off that. So, you're lending money and getting back sort of 98% of what you lent them. And it's obviously gone down due to inflation. So, not quite sure how attractive these ever were, or why people were wanting to hold them, but yeah, they've dwindled down now with the interest rate rises. Even Japan raised theirs sort of 0.25%, I think, and sort of that seems to have been the last shoe to drop. And it looks like now, according to this at least, you have 0 negative yielding bonds in the whole world. So that's potentially, obviously, you're still losing a hell of a lot to inflation. If you lend somebody money for 5 years and get back exactly what you lent them, then you're a lot worse off after inflation. But yeah, it's something that sort of people will look to get back into, I think. Sort of US debt returning like 3-4%. You've got the Ethereum yield, I believe, at sort of 4 or 5%. So people sort of getting really enthusiastic about the Ethereum staking. If you can get near enough the same yield in US treasuries, then people are always going to go back to that. So you are essentially betting on the Ethereum price going up if you want to sort of be investing in that sort of thing. If you're just looking for yield, then it's going to be US treasuries, I think. But there you go. More exchange news, unfortunately. Huobi, which are sort of 4 or 5%, I believe, of global volume. Sort of people not all that sort of confident or enthusiastic to keep their money on that. They've been withdrawing it. Massive withdrawals over the last 7 days, but also a hell of a lot on Friday, by the looks of it. Sort of 100 million or so of withdrawals, which is hardly that much compared to what we've seen on other exchanges, certainly on Binance, but for a small exchange that could be a lot. So Justin Sun withdrew 100 million in stable coins from Binance and put it onto Huobi to sort of, I guess, bolster their balance sheet. He does have a significant stake in Huobi, so yeah, hope they're going to be okay. Don't want to be seeing any more exchanges going belly up. We've still got the Genesis, Gemini sort of issues, digital currency group going round and around. I believe the Winklevoss twins have said digital currency group need to respond by today as to sort of what's happening with those funds. So, yeah, we'll see if anything comes of it. They seem to be hiding at the moment. And yeah, slightly sort of potential positive for this year. Indonesia launching a national crypto exchange in 2023. So sort of different for say just Binance opening an Indonesian branch. This is sort of going to be more overseen by the government. It looks like the sort of Financial Services Authority and Commodity Futures Trading Regulatory Agency of Indonesia. Biggest sort of mouthful you could have. Yeah, sort of potentially the country warming up to crypto a little bit more. They imposed a blanket ban in 2017, and yeah, I may be sort of rethinking that. So, looking to obviously get more into central bank digital currencies as well. So this could be part of that, I guess. But every country's looking to do that. So it's a potential positive. And just looking at the moves for the week, Bitcoin sort of up 2.8%. Never moved sort of all that much. Ethereum up 6%, which is pretty good. Cardano up 13%. Which is rather good. And then Solana up 41%. So can't quite tell whether this is just a rally off the bottom, people sort of being a little bit too hasty, selling down to sort of whatever it was, $8, $9. But you've also had a meme token launch on there, which is a shame because I don't really like meme tokens, and I hope this isn't sort of the main reason that's pushing up the price. But Bonk token, yet another dog-based Shiba Inu coin. But yeah, so 41% up for the week. Didn't get a chance to sort of buy any at the lows. Chainlink up 6 point, yeah, just over 6%. Again, been sort of on a bit of a downturn for the last few weeks, down from sort of £6 or so. Matic up 6.5%, but is still down. My holding sort of 12%, and I think this has performed worse than the internet computer that I sold to get into it. But I think it's still a green move overall if I take the tax that was saved. But yeah, my 30-day period is now up, so not quite sure what to do with Polygon. Everyone's sort of telling me to hold it. I sort of made a TikTok video, and there was dozens and dozens of people saying I'd be absolutely mad to sell Polygon, but I just think it's a very, very large market cap for sort of what they are really, and I'm not all that keen on layer 2s to Ethereum. But yeah, we'll see. I may sell some of the Polygon and get back into internet computer, or sell all of it and sort of spread it around elsewhere as well. But we'll see. Let me know what you think. XRP up 1%. It's barely moved. Quant up 7.5%. And Gala token, similar to Solana, a bit of an outlier, 44% up. Seeing more news of them sort of wanting to get into their main blockchain, moving away from Ethereum onto their own sort of layer 1 blockchain, with Gala sort of being a more prominent part of it, the token being a more prominent part of it. But yeah, 44% move, didn't quite see it justifies that. Audius 12, just over 12% up, so pretty good. Basic attention token 10.5%, and yeah, Power Ledgers sort of barely moved 2.5%. So interesting. Not sort of getting excited over a 5-6% move at the moment. Everything's still up and down, but we'll see what happens. So leave your thoughts in the comments below, and like and subscribe. See you soon.